What is up, y'all? It is your boy Evan coming to you from fabulous Las Vegas. More importantly and more specifically from BlackOut Dining in the Dark. I recently had a chance to check out the restaurant. So the concept of this restaurant is a pretty actually interesting one. You eat in the complete dark. Don't know where your food is. They explain all that to you. But you're in the dark. They tell you where everything is. They give a slight description of your meal. So on Monday through Thursday, BlackOut is only going to be open for dinner starting at 5 to 11. And then on Fridays and Saturdays, they're open from 12 to 11 so you can get your lunch on. So as soon as you walk in, you're actually walking into a waiting room. It's pretty bright. There's a waiver that you have to sign. And they'll also ask you for if you have any food allergies, anything like that. You'll also get to see the drink menu. Now the actual menu is going to be a prefix. For dinner, it's going to be a 6-course prefix. For lunch, it's 4. Lunch is going to be a little bit less expensive whenever you dine in, but as I mentioned a minute ago, it is only going to be on Fridays and Saturdays, at least at this point. So after you sign the waiver and get all signed in and everything, they give you a key to a locker, which you go and forfeit your phone, your watch, anything that might emit any sort of light. As I mentioned, once again, it is completely in the dark. After you get all situated with their locker, at that point, they walk you in conga style where you follow your server/host and they walk you into your table. Keep in mind, you can't see anything. All you're hearing are voices at this point, which can be kind of a little freaky, depending on your mind state and all of that. So that was one thing that I kind of had a little bit of issues dealing with whenever I first came in, because since it is pitch black, you're just hearing voices around you. It reminded me a little of a horror movie. I'm a fan of like zombie movies and horror flicks where all you're hearing are voices. And yeah, it was something kind of like that. So that can mess with you a little bit. Even the concept of just being in the dark and not knowing what you're touching and where you're going, it is a little disorienting at first. I actually kind of got used to it and found it calming afterwards. Because I wasn't able to see, I was hearing things a lot more. I was a little bit ADD at one point, just hearing all the voices, like, oh, what's going on there? What's that person saying? Oh, this is that. The aromas were even a little bit heightened as well. So it really kind of enhanced the food. I found it as a bonding experience. It was kind of nice because you're both trying to figure out exactly what you're eating. So on that aspect, it was really, really good. The food itself also very flavorful, very tasty. If you do have issues with textures though, it can be a little nerve-wracking because depending on your texture, they do kind of give you a little bit of a description of what you're eating, but it's not. They don't reveal everything, which is part of the fun. Now, BlackOut is a vegan restaurant. Don't let that disturb you or chase you away. I am not a vegan. I love steak and lobster. I love all that good, tasty stuff. And I found the food very flavorful and great. After you're done with your meal, your server will take you back into the lobby, which can be a little bit disorienting as the fact you've been in the dark for an hour and a half. There, you can ask a little bit of questions about what you were eating. They'll kind of show you the menu, and you can kind of see what you were right, what you were wrong about. So after all is said and done, the prefix 6-course meal is $85. That's going to be before drink, tip, anything like that. So be prepared. Be prepared to spend a little bit of money on this place. But it is a really cool experience as well. Now, if you come for the 4-course during lunch, that's going to set you back $60. For drinks, they do offer a $35 wine pairing. That's what I had. I really enjoyed it. And the cocktails are anywhere between about $13 to $15. So kind of standard pricing for dinner. It's not on strip. So you are paying a little bit of premium, but for the experience, you're paying a little bit for the experiences as well. I really enjoyed it. It is something for someone who might be a little bit more adventurous. It's not for everybody, that is for sure. I enjoyed the food. I thought the experience was great. It's something I had never done. I saw the concept whenever I first moved here, and I was like, that's interesting. I don't know a situation where this would come up, but the situation came up, so I jumped at the chance to do it. They do change the menu every 6 months, so is this something that I would do regularly or come back anytime necessarily soon? Not really, but it is something that I would consider maybe in a few months, because as I mentioned, it is a little pricey, and you know, once you've done it, you can say you did it. And as I mentioned, I like steak and lobster. Nothing against vegan food, nothing against vegans, not my thing. But yeah, if you get a chance, if you are adventurous, you want to try something a little different, and just even eating in complete darkness, it's something worth giving a shot. I would recommend it. If you like this video, you found it helpful or anything like that, like and subscribe right down here on that page. Hit that like and subscribe button. But once again, y'all, my name is Evan, aka Mr. E. Thanks for traveling and exploring the world and Las Vegas with me. I'll see you next time on Mr. E's in Las Vegas.